What's up, y'all? This is a video regarding the Manny Pacquiao versus Miguel Cotto fight. The fight is over with. You might have been watching ESPN. You know what's going on. You know who won. I want to say, for the record, Manny Pacquiao won by TKO over Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto came to fight. He came to fight. And he did not look bad. Miguel Cotto did not look bad. Now, what I mean by bad is, he came to fight. And he didn't look like he was overwhelmed until the latter rounds. He got knocked down twice. But the knockdown, one was flash, and the other one, it was flash, but it had power to it. So the first knockdown was more I didn't see it and I'm off balance. The second one did catch Miguel Cotto and stun him enough to go down. I want to tip my hats off to Miguel Cotto. I want to say that by watching this fight, he's not washed up. He is not washed up. You will not see him on ESPN anytime soon. Until he loses 3 or 4 more fights, you know, that kind of stuff. Manny Pacquiao did his thing, and he did what he was supposed to do, which is be Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao comes to fight. Miguel Cotto came to fight. He had a good game plan. It looked good. He was hitting Manny to the body. He made Manny look a little more defensive than I seen him in earlier fights. Or more recent fights. He made Manny think. Manny didn't just rush in on him like he would other people. Miguel Cotto has a strong will to win. Miguel Cotto came in throwing some good body punches and some pretty good head punches as well. Later on in the rounds, Miguel Cotto, what we've seen in the last 2 fights at least, I'll say 3, starting with Shane Mosley, but his last 2 losses in the latter rounds, he would start backing up. I call it stamina. I call it stamina because when you're tired, you don't feel as strong. You don't. So the pressure was applied to him by Margarito. Miguel Cotto backpedaled. The pressure was applied by by Joshua Clottey, which he won that fight against, and I dispute that fight. But still, he backpedaled. And tonight, we know Manny Pacquiao's going to come forward. He backpedaled again. And watching in between the rounds, Freddie Roach told Pacquiao the truth. He can't fight backing up. So, I'm going to say before I cap this off and go on to a deeper subject that Manny Pacquiao looked good to me. He beat a true welterweight. He beat Miguel Cotto. He beat Miguel Cotto, who I felt would lose, but I did not know he would look not bad. He didn't look bad. He did not look bad. You will see Miguel Cotto fight again unless he himself says I'm done, because he did not look washed up in the sense where he can't fight for another title. But he beat Miguel Cotto. He took his will and he did the Manny Pacquiao thing, you know, just walk you down, beat you till you can't fight no more, or beat you till he knocks you out. So my hats off to Miguel Cotto for coming to fight. I respect Miguel Cotto, his will to win, and much love to both the fighters for making this fight, even though Bob Arum did it. So here's my question. Who's next? Who's next? Manny Pacquiao is now an official welterweight champion. He has a belt in a 147 pound division. I hope this is the last time Manny fights at 144 pounds. He is an official welterweight champion, which means he should be fighting now at 147 and no less. These catch weights, I understand people want to get at Manny, so they'll do what it takes. But there is something called a weight limit. He needs to meet that weight. So who's next in that weight? Who's next in that weight? Because now Manny is in a position where he can be stripped possibly for not making that weight. So who's going to fight? Who is a champion in that division, or who very well may be? Sugar Shane Mosley, his hands are tied up. He's going to fight Andre Berto. So will he wait for Mosley? We don't know. I know Freddie Roach wanted him at one point of time, but Sugar Shane Mosley is going to fight Andre Berto. I don't want to see Manny fight anymore at 144, 145, or 146. He needs to put on weight, whether it be muscle, fat, or both. He needs to put on that weight, gain those extra few pounds, and fight welter weights. Don't even have to fight top champions right now. He can fight Luis Collazo. He gave Andre Berto problems. Fight some welterweights. Go ahead, fight the stepping stones, the people who could whoop you, who can beat you, but you're not supposed to lose to. So it was a good fight. Manny Pacquiao won, but now it's time for him to move up in class, and I don't mean making some in-between deals. Move up, Manny Pacquiao, and fight. We know that you're not afraid of nobody. We know you're not scared. We know you're not afraid. We know you are not afraid. Move up, because there are some welterweights who are wishing to hurt you. There are some people who believe they can beat you. They want you to move up so they can prove that against you. And let's find out. Because every fight that everybody fights, there's always a clue to solve. There's always a problem to solve. There's always a clue given. Tonight, Miguel Cotto looked pretty good against Manny early in the rounds, despite the knockdowns. He pressured Manny to the point Manny went to the ropes. He was hitting Manny with good shots. It was a good fight in the first half. Only then, after that, all Manny. So there's a guy who's saying he's best. There's a guy who's saying he's #1 pound-for-pound fighter. We know that there's an official #1 pound-for-pound fighter named Manny Pacquiao, and a guy who says I was never dethroned. That fight needs to happen. That fight needs to happen. That fight needs to happen. Both fighters have just finished their fights. Neither fighter has a fight lined up. I'm not going to say names. You know who I'm talking about. Those fighters are lined up to make a deal. Promoters, all talk about promoters don't like the boxer. Make the fight happen. It's now lined up. It's lined up. So I'm going to finish by saying this. The fight was good. Miguel Cotto is not washed up just yet. He will fight another day. And possibly for a championship belt. Maybe a rematch. Who knows? Manny Pacquiao proved himself once again, though under the official welterweight weight limit. End of story. Good fight. Who's next? There's a collision course that I hope will finally meet heads. It's supposed to be a collision course. I hope it's not just a big hype thing and it never happens. Even Leonard finally fought Hagler. Finally. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see this fight. Because I know either fighter could win. By decision or by knockout. Either fighter can win. One says he's never been dethroned, and one says I'm on the throne now. Let's see these two kings fight. Much love, y'all. See y'all later. Peace.